Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Innu, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Lynn Nesbitt, and I'm chairing today's panel. Joining me on the panel are Bill Moretsky and Valerie Werhun. Our assessor today is Ryan Valderrama, and our administrative personnel is Phoebe Graywood. We'll be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I'll confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony, followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony, followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the Board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing item 7 on our docket today. Ms. Graywood, please affirm the assessor's and applicant's testimony.
Mr. Valderrama, please state your full name.
Ryan Valderrama.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And Mr. Neufeld, please state your full name.
Ayrton Neufeld.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have just the one item on our docket. This is file number 24-4151, 1270 Pembina Highway. And Mr. Neufeld, before we begin, I'm confirming with you that the appeal is with respect to value.
Correct.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Valderrama, then, your evidence, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As indicated, the file number is 24-4151, and the roll number for the property is 030900260000. The property is located at 1270 Pembina Highway. We're dealing with the roll year of 2025 using reference date of April 1st, 2023. The assessed value for the property is $1,490,000. It is classified as an other property with a liability of taxable. It is a strip mall with 1 building, 3 premises, 1 story, with an actual and effective year built of 1997. It has an average wall height of 12 feet and a construction class of wood or steel framed exterior walls. It is zoned as C2 with a land area of 18,087 square feet, a planned area of 4,085 square feet, and a gross floor area of 4,085 square feet. And I would just like to indicate, Madam Chair, that we have come into an agreement on this one, and I would like to do a verbal recommendation with regard to that matter, Madam Chair.
Okay, yes, please.
I'm recommending, as a result of going back and forth with Ayrton Neufeld, Mr. Neufeld here, I'm recommending a value of $1,304,000
Okay,
by virtue of a verbal rec, and
Okay.
it is based on an NOI of $78,236
Mhm.
and a cap rate of 6%.
okay, so I'll just repeat that. Your verbal recommendation is to reduce the value to $1,304,000. That's based on an NOI of $78,236 with a capitalization rate of 6%.
That's correct, Madam Chair.
And Mr. Neufeld, you're in agreement with that recommendation?
Yes, no, we discussed all of these, and there was a bit of a issue on our end for not being able to 15-1 this one, but we are for today okay with 1,304.
Okay, and before we close off, I'll just ask Mr. Moretsky and Ms. Werhan if they have any questions.
I do not, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have none, thank you.
Thank you. Well, neither do I. So having said that, then we've heard all items scheduled and this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you,
Great.
Mr. Valderrama and Mr. Neufeld.
No
Thanks,
problem.
everyone.
Short and
Have a
sweet.
good weekend. Yes.
You too have a very good weekend.
Thanks.
Thank you.